Brothers and sisters, Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life. Today I'm bringing you my daily diary for 4 days. Thursday, the 27th of January, Friday the 28th, Saturday the 29th, and Sunday the 30th of January, 2022. These were 4 great days. Actually, I should say every day doing this work is a great day. Literally, that's how I feel. In fact, I told the Pope, you won't find a priest anywhere in the church more happy in doing his work than I am. It's literally true, and I do not have any less enthusiasm for this ministry of Priests for Life today than I did on the very first day. So it only grows. So what did I do on Thursday the 27th? Started early here at my desk, as usual, with emails of various work, looking ahead to the meetings, interviews, and travels coming up. And of course, continuing to settle back in after the March for Life and deploy the various videos that we took. Had early Mass, taped it for broadcast, administrative phone call, staff briefing. Then I went on the radio with Teresa Tomeo. And then, let's see, I had various staff meetings right after the big meeting, our data department, our travel department, then again with our data team. 10:30, then some work at my desk. At 12:45, I did an interview for Newsmax with Sebastian Gorka. That was 12:45. Then right away at 1 o'clock, went into a 90-minute meeting with pro-life leaders, talking about the Dobbs case coming up and also other strategic points. Jen and I were both in that meeting. Right away at the end of that meeting, went into a meeting here with more staff members about ongoing projects. And then at 3 o'clock, had a half-hour interview via Zoom with a pro-life group in Ireland. So very glad to help our international friends defend the unborn. As soon as that was finished, had more work at my desk, and then I had to leave at 10 minutes before 5 as I was driving. I had a phone call with someone who's running for a governor of one of the Democrat states, Republican candidate. And then I went to the gun range to have a little bit more training on the gun that I purchased and am practicing on there at the range. You know, it's a common hobby in many states, including here in Florida, just like in other places. You go to the bowling alley. Over here, you have a lot of people going to the gun range. And so that was, and then after that, had dinner there on Merritt Island and came back, did a little more work at my desk, had to do some planning for some upcoming trips and for the upcoming leaders meetings, and also for our Radio Maria programs. That finished out the day on Thursday. Friday, the 28th of January, up very, very early again, doing work at my desk. It said Mass and taped it for broadcast. Went for physical therapy for my shoulder. Coming along great. Did some work on upcoming trips. Met with Kurt, our videographer, who's visiting here for a few days from New Jersey. Met with our resource department. Had a meeting with our data team at 10:30. At 11 o'clock, had a taping for Right Side Broadcasting in our TV studio. At 11:30, had a call with our pastoral team. We every once in a while have these Zoom calls updating one another. At 12 noon, had a lunch meeting with our videographer and our executive director. Then more work at my desk. At 2 o'clock, had a meeting with our vice chairman, who's also down here for a few days from New Jersey. And we had to go over a whole lot of administrative things. That was a 2 o'clock meeting. At 3:30, I had a meeting with our political outreach associate. We're gearing up, of course, for the midterm elections, and our executive director was in on that meeting. That was at 3:30. Then an extensive meeting at 4 o'clock with our executive director, finance director, and technology officer about work. Looking ahead to the coming year, some key priorities for our headquarters here, improvements to our facility, things I had to approve, and review and so forth. By the time that meeting was over, I was ready for a quick dinner and actually just relaxed a little bit after dinner and went to sleep early. That was Friday the 28th. Saturday the 29th and Sunday the 30th, I was not traveling, so I was able to do some quiet, very productive work here in my office. Let's look at each of those days. Just a lot of desk work. There's a lot of preparation of homilies and talks and strategy meetings with leaders. Did mass, live mass, Saturday at 10. Worked on the February plan. You may remember me saying in past daily diaries that around this time of the month, I look at the following month and plan certain things in great detail as to which days they will be done, certain monthly recurring tasks or weekly recurring tasks. You look at the layout of that month in terms of when I have to travel, what other media that I have already planned, and so forth. So it takes several hours of work to do the monthly plan. So I worked on the February plan, worked on a Rachel's Vineyard mailing, worked on radio programs that we're pre-taping, and did some of that, worked on the upcoming leaders meeting that we are having here. That took me all through the day on Saturday, a lot of just quiet desk work. And then at night, the great joy of watching President Trump's rally from Conroe, Texas, and really invigorating as all these rallies are. I hope you watch them each time they happen. And then Sunday the 30th, again, similar thing. Of course, being a Sunday, a little extra time of rest, reading, relaxation, and prayer, mass in the morning, broadcast mass, and working. I had to do a good deal of work, though, on Sunday because we're taping Defending Life next week, our EWTN series that Mother Angelica herself asked me to start decades ago. It's still airing, and we are taping next week, so I had to prepare for each of the 5 episodes we'll be taping, prayers for each segment, questions and answers taken from our viewing audience and mapped out for our show, questions and answers I prepared, and then content for the 5 shows. I had a number of meetings with our executive director about that and laid out some notes. Worked also again on the February plan, got to get that done before the month ends and the new month begins. Had a 90-minute meeting with our vice chairman, who I says is here visiting for a few days. We went over a number of strategic growth projects with media and all kinds of other plans. Signed some donor cards. I love doing that. Did that in the evening. Signed cards for birthdays for some of our donors. Wish I could do each and every one of them, but I don't know all their birthdays. And then, of course, I did another monthly task, the note from the pastoral director for our email that goes out to all of our Rachel's Vineyard sites and also all our Silent No More regional coordinators. I put a note for each group each month because I am the pastoral director of both of those ministries. That brought me right up to bedtime on Sunday night, and I went right to bed. Those were my days, the 27th to 30th of January. Thanks for following these daily diaries. It's a way of accountability, transparency, and hopefully inspiration that we are using every minute, every ounce of energy to do what you support us to do, to really make progress in the pro-life effort, ending abortion, serving the unborn, and serving the kingdom of God. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon.